Hi there, I'm Adam from CatBorg Studio.
So, in this episode, we will continue with enemy AI by developing its idle state. This video is split into several sections. We'll start by addressing bug of the week, then proceed to heading towards random destination, adding movement delays, optimization techniques, and navmesh agent obstacle avoidance. Feel free to use timestamps as needed to navigate through the content. Let's begin by addressing a bug from the previous episode. The issue occurs when a zombie chases the player and starts pushing them into a wall. Despite both elements having colliders attached, the zombie is able to push the player through the wall. This bug arises because the player is moved through physics, while the zombie moves by navmesh, which relies on the transfer movement. To start, let's adjust the setting on the rigid body component attached to the player. Change collision detection settings to continuous. However, as you can see, this solution isn't perfect. Next, we'll force the navmesh agent attached to our zombie to halt before they begin pushing our player. Adjust the stopping distance to something like 1.1. Again, not a perfect fix, but as I mentioned earlier, is good enough for now. Let's begin working on our zombie idle state. Currently, when our zombie is not chasing us, it's doing nothing, which significantly reduces chances of finding the player. The main idea for the idle state is to instruct the zombie to choose a random place nearby, move to it, then select another destination, visit it, and continue this process until the zombie finds the player. Let's implement this idea in our zombie controller script. As always, we'll start by framing our work with commands. When the current state equals idle, the zombie will move to designated destination. Then, it will check if it has reached the ordered destination, and at the beginning, it will check if it needs to choose a new destination. Let's declare a new variable. It will be vector3 m underscore destination. Now, let's set m underscore destination value to some random point around current zombie position. So let's write m underscore destination equals transform.position, which is current position of our zombie, and increase it by some random new vector3. Vector3 contains three values, and as our character is moving in x and z values, we'll choose random values only in these two axes. Set x value as random.range from -m underscore vision range till m underscore vision range. Set same random.range for z value, so our zombie will choose point inside vision range. We don't want to declare new value of m underscore destination on each frame, but only if m destination was reached. So, let's say that result of reaching m underscore destination will be setting its value to vector30. Then, we could force script to set new destination only if destination was reached. Let's add if m underscore destination equals vector3.0 Then get new value of m underscore destination. Moreover, each time when new m destination was selected, we will order navmesh agent to travel towards it. Let's write m underscore navmesh agent dot set destination and feed it with m underscore destination. Finally, we need to check did zombie reach destination, and if reached, reset m underscore destination. Let's write if m underscore navmesh agent dot remaining distance is lower than m underscore navmesh agent dot stopping distance, then m underscore destination equals vector3.0. Let's get back to Unity, enter play mode, and check out how our script is working. Seems looking fine, but there could be some issues with it in the future. Currently, Zombie Controller is able to choose area outside of the walkable area, or able to choose some not reachable point inside locked room. So current implementation will result in endless stacking of zombies in single points. Let's get back to our Zombie Controller script to fix it. Now, when new m underscore destination was chosen, we'll check if it's reachable. So, navmesh agent is able to calculate path for it. Let's write if m underscore navmesh agent dot calculate path and feed it with m underscore destination and new declared variable navmesh path m underscore path. So, if it's able to calculate this path, we'll order our navmesh agent to travel towards new m underscore destination. Now, during our start void, we need to set m underscore path as new navmesh path. One of the results of using calculate path is the fact that now m underscore path contains full performance costly parameters for navmesh agent. So instead of forcing it again to check how to reach our m underscore destination, we could simply order m underscore navmesh agent to set path and feed it with our m underscore path. Finally, if calculated path return false, we'll set m underscore destination to vector3.0, forcing choosing new random value in next update iteration. Let's get back to Unity, enter play mode, and check out how our script is doing. As expected, our zombie continued to running all around. Now, let's try to make it better by forcing zombie to stay for some time in M destination when reached. Get back to our script and add enumerator idle break. Let's write yield return new waits for second real time and feed it with 2. So code execution will be suspended here for 2 seconds. This coroutine will start each time when m underscore destination will be reached. Now we need to declare some bool m underscore waiting idle allowing for tracking state of our zombie short break. Set its initial value for false. Now, as our coroutine begins, we set m_waiting idle to true. And when waiting for seconds real time finished, to false. Finally, now at the beginning of our zombie state.idle case, we could simply check if m_waiting idle equals true. And if yes, then we return from further script execution. Again, get back to Unity, enter play mode, and check out how our zombie is wandering around. Looking fine. So, time for some optimization. Sometimes comparing values is not the best option. This simple comparison call forces scripts for checking each of three axes, and moreover grabbing vector 3.0 value. Although some of skilled Unity users who will call this micro-optimization will do this code a little better by using new bool for handling this comparison. Let's declare bool m_need new destination and set its initial value to false. Now replace previous comparison with it. Then, if m_destination is reachable, change our m_need new destination value to false. As a result, we don't need to change m_destination value for vector 3.0 here anymore. Now, as our m_destination is reached, let's remove resetting m_destination value and replacing it with changing m_need new destination to true. Finally, in order to improve our fake idle leaving dead behavior, let's change length of waiting by our zombie after reaching m_destination for some random time. Let's get back to Unity. Before we enter play mode, let's change navmesh agent speed for something like 1 and move our zombie to further room. Now, let's enter play mode and check out how our zombie is doing. Great! Now, just for fun, let's duplicate zombies and put them in few more rooms. Turn off gizmos, enter play mode, and check out how they're doing all together. As we can see, they're not the smartest. They really easy manage to stack in some choke points. But Awesome Navmesh had some easy and fast solution for it. There is priority parameter inside Navmesh agent inspector tab. The higher the value, the more important agent is. So agents with lower value will allow him to pass. In the future, when we implement some enemy spawner, we'll change this value by script during enemy spawning. But now, just for fun, before we finish, select different values for each zombie and enter play mode. Now, that's still not perfect, but looking much better.
That's all in this episode. Let me know how do you like this content in the comments below, and see you in the next one.